Hey, Dan Passarelli here. Well, today I want to talk about what I think is a very predictable pattern, a very strong stock market signal, and that is a signal for the market in general, S&P 500, that involves options volatility, okay? Specifically, I'm going to talk about how it relates to the VIX, but in a very specific way. Now, a lot of people will talk about the S&P 500 and draw the observation that about 80% of the time there's an inverse relationship between the S&P 500 and the VIX. When one goes up, the other tends to go down and vice versa, and that holds true about 80% of the time. Now, that's a thing, but I want to talk about something slightly different. If we look at this chart of SPY and we just simply do a little bit of a comparison here, by going to studies, add quick study, go down to the bottom, compare with, and type the symbol VIX, and we take this out to a year. Every time over the past year that the VIX got down to or below 20, we saw a pretty precipitous drop in the S&P 500. So look at this last time here. The vertical axis for the purple line, which is the VIX, by the way, is on the left-hand side. We see that when we got down to about 20 here, we saw a pretty big, almost month-long drop in the S&P 500. Here, when we got down to or below 20, we saw a precipitous drop that lasted over a month and a half. Here, same thing. We just got down just about to 20. We saw a good drop. Here we got down below 20 and we saw a good drop. So why do I bring that up? Because, well, look, right now the VIX got down pretty close to about 20 following a fairly good, not very dramatic, but fairly solid run up in the S&P 500 when not much financial macroeconomic information really changed. The picture, as far as inflation goes, got a little bit better. Unemployment stuff got a little bit better, as far as what needs to happen to take down inflation. The interest rate thing looks like they're going to stop rising as quickly, but they're still going to be rising. We still have all these issues. And so I think that this could be a signal that is going to be the same pattern that we've seen for the entire year, where we could get a pullback here. So for long-term investors, it might be a nice opportunity to buy some cheap puts. For traders, you might think twice before putting on one of those bullish positions. I'm Dan Passarelli. Hope that helps. Trade smart.